Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming. I'm bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out 6Souls. This game is developed by Bug Studio, published by Ratalaika Games, and releases on December 2nd, 2021, for a price that unfortunately we do not know at this time. Hoping this game lands around that, $10, $12, $15 price point, somewhere in there. 6Souls is a platformer, so if you love platformers, I'm going to let you know this is an amazingly fantastic game. What 6Souls does is it introduces some new platforming mechanics that I really haven't seen on Xbox. So I'm going to kind of just talk about the game, give you my opinions, let you know what I think, and I'm going to highlight that mechanic that I just don't see in too many platformers that I think really sets 6Souls apart from the rest. Now, when you first start in the game, as just about any other platformer game out there, you're just going to kind of get introduced to these kind of basic levels that you see me just speeding through here that kind of just teach you how to do the controls, move, jump around. Now, everything in 6Souls is pretty basic except this awesome mechanic. You can latch and climb onto walls. And you have stamina, so it's not something that's infinite. If you hold onto this wall, your guy will start flashing after so long and you'll fall off through weakness. And to me, like, this is the mechanic in 6Souls that really set it apart and I think made me really just enjoy playing this game so much that, I played through and got all the achievements in one sitting. Now, the downside to that one sitting kind of draw and, this cool, binocular effect that, to be honest, is kind of overshadowed by that, ability to latch onto walls. The game just really immersed me right away. The biggest downside to that immersion, though, however, is the fact that, something that I talk about all the time in reviews and about games is I'm not encouraged to play or rewarded to play the game beyond simply just getting past the first two and a half, three worlds with all the achievements. I really wish achievements for games like this would actually encourage you to play the full game and not just let me be done in a matter of half an hour of just burning through to get quick gamer score. If you are looking for a platformer, though, what you're going to find with 6Souls is just a game that's really solidly built. There isn't really any bugs or issues, and a lot of the mechanics that the game has, it does really well. And that's something that I really enjoy about it. There's nothing that seems too clunky or wonky, and you're really just going to get to focus on trying to complete out like your basic objectives of beating the bosses, getting through the levels, and figuring out the puzzles. Now, while you're playing this game, you are not doing it alone, as you do have a little companion who's in the form of a dog. Now, while you are playing the game, you're going to encounter different puzzles that are going to have you use you and your dog to complete them. He might send out on little special little trips in certain parts of the levels to complete things out, and that's what is really cool about the game is it's constantly just changing up really what you're doing, and just when you think one thing is done at the end of an entire chapter, you're just going to get introduced to this like brand new mechanics that are going to really change up the fluidity of how this game works. Now I'm going to switch to a different level so you can kind of see some more of the puzzle-esque combat. Now, like I was talking about how the game kind of just encourages you with the achievements to be done and quick, all you need to do is beat chapter 1, get a couple coins here, go to chapter 2, beat the first boss, get 2 bacon, and then in chapter 3, get 1 more of the 2 bacon and beat this boss. That's all you're really encouraged to do, and there's so much more into this game with another, 7 to 8 chapters that you can further go through. Haven't done them through all on this kind of playthrough yet, but on my other account, I have completely ran through them, and it's something that, is a really enjoyable part of the game. Now, when it does come to the menu select and everything, like, the game is pretty straightforward. You can pick and bounce around whatever chapters you want. So if you have, in fact, missed any of the bacon, it's something that you can easily go back through and knock out. So, with that standpoint, you're easily going to be able to knock out pretty much all the achievements in this game in just a matter, of half an hour if that's something that you want to do. But if you really want to enjoy this game and get into the nuances of it, I highly encourage you to, really sit and play and enjoy the story. Now, this is that dog mechanic that I was talking about where your companion gets to actually help you complete into these levels, and it's not just, you doing the same thing over and over. This is one of the little bacons that I was talking about that are extremely straightforward to collect, and you're not really going to ever have to, struggle to find any of the collectibles in this game. They're pretty easy to get to. Now, when you are playing levels, if you do hit anything, you do restart that level. Little checkpoints, but most of the levels in this game are extremely short, can be done in a matter of seconds, or not seconds, but, under a minute for the most part. And that's something that I do enjoy about the game. It's quick little levels, but it's something that, is done in a very, solid manner. It's nothing that's going to be too, drive yourself crazy or too difficult in any sense. With that being said, you just have to kind of dodge and avoid enemies. You do have little bits of health bar, but if you do hit like these spike traps, they will kill you. So you do need to be cautious there. But it's something that you can really just work with while you're playing, knocking out these levels. Overall, the bosses as well, none of them are too difficult, especially when you realize that you can kind of easily defeat them. And if you guys want, I will make an achievement guide if I don't already put something on the channel that kind of just showcases how to easily beat the bosses and, kind of where the collectibles are and stuff. I can do that if you guys want me to, like I said, if I haven't already done it. But yeah, for the basic points of this game, I think it's a great platformer that really encourages you to sit and, do a couple different things and really enjoy the game. And if you do pick it up, I'm going to strongly encourage you to play well beyond those achievements requirements. Get all 6 of the soul stones that the game kind of has you collect, and go figure if you're a Marvel fan, it's kind of neat to have like soul stones to collect and things like that. But that's just me. But I do think this game is great. Not knowing the price point, it's kind of hard for me to give a full opinion. If the game comes in anywhere under $15, I definitely think it's worth picking up. If you're just looking at this game for achievements, I don't think this game's gonna be something you want to spend $15 on, as it is like I said, a very quick 30-minute completion. But if you're looking for a platformer game that's actually going to be enjoyable and fun, and that, I think brings a lot of great mechanics to a genre that, doesn't really get changed too much. Most platformer games are pretty straightforward and they don't really evolve too often from just what the norm is. And, I know this isn't the first game to use like hanging from a wall or wall climbing in a platformer, but it's the first game in a while that we've seen hit the console that I've noticed do it, and I think it does it very well. I highly recommend picking this game up, as I did have a lot of fun with it, and I'm definitely a big fan of platformers, shmups, anything like that, and this game really just hits the mark in regards to that. If you do end up picking the game up, please let me know down in the comments what you think of it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If and I hope you enjoyed picking up this game. I really do think it's a great game, and you could have a lot of fun with it beyond just going after some gamer score and some quick achievements. Outside of that, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We love making videos and doing all kinds of things like this for you guys, and it really allows us to get more games and continue making content. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time, and yeah, go enjoy another video.